Slow sand filtration is Ecological Purification System. Lecture 2 on January 16, 2024. JICA training on EPS by Nakamoto. JICA Okinawa, Japan. Hit QR code. You can reach how to make EPS model. Gentle for small organisms is the key. Water depth, sand size, flow rate and ecosystem. Key is food chain. This is not mechanical reduction. This biological decomposition by small organisms. Food chain. There is short-time work and long-term action. Hungry creatures are important to trap any particles. Different type of water environment. Different algae grow. Aerobic condition is essential for biological activity. There is downward current. I investigated the seasonal change of algae in Thames filters. In summer, green algae, in winter, diatom are dominated. Thames works understood faster flow rate is better for small organisms. There is a transition phenomenon. Suitable organisms grow at new environment. Ditty materials are broken passing through the soil or sand layer by biological activity. Organisms living on the surface and beneath it are not the same. Different creatures are active. This is an ecosystem. Purification by biological communities. Don't add algicide. When algae grew on the sand surface, the filtrate became super clean water. Large surface area is better for attached organism. Small sand is better. But filter resistance increases. Viscosity relates to temperature. Shallow depth, enough radiation. Algae grow well. All good quality of filtrates, even high flow rate. Algae grow on the sand surface. Underwater the sand is clean and uncontaminated. Slow sand filter in Ueda. This plant principally required no electricity. They controlled by simple manual operating. Purification is done by small organisms. Filter resistance was measured by head loss. But actual head loss is not index of filter resistance as it is. Head loss is proportional to flow rate. Normalized head loss is used for an index of filter resistance. Sumia plant introduced surface water of river from 1953. Algicide was added to raw water. But filter was clogged. When they stopped to add algicide, filter did not clog and produce delicious water. When put algicide, algal mat was covered with white powder. Settling tanks are effective for mountain stream. Filter resistance is related to water temperature, water viscosity and biological activity. Water depth is the key. Sand size is not so important. The water surface of the filter does not freeze. Resistance did not increase even in winter. It may be relate to biological activity. If there was algicide effect at plant, dirty matter entered to sand layer. There are many delicious natural water. But people does not drink tap water. This is something wrong. When bacteria counts were less than 100 colony forming units per milliliter, germ cells were reduces. We have to think about acceptable risk. Escherichia coli bacteria is not pathogenic bacteria. There are so many bacteria. We have to think about acceptable risk. How to reduce the risk? What is real purification? Shift to non-detectable. Are these really acceptable? I explain the ecological purification mechanism of chemical-free system. Manager said, conventional is a commercial filter. This is a natural filter. Yamaha company provided safe water to villagers as social contribution in Indonesia. I advised partly to this project. I also advised the group of Asia Arsenate Network to make safe drinking water in Bangladesh. Mr. Jinshengzhe, translator of my book, made many ecological purification plants in China. Mr. Vishwajit learned ecological purification system in JICA training. He advised to Fiji government. I also helped the project. Advised Samoan Water Authority to increase biological activity and help improve maintenance and management. I started JICA training on ecological purification in Okinawa from 2006. They gave a wonderful speed of thanks. JICA training in Okinawa. You can deepen your understanding through outdoor experience rather than classroom lectures. Please hit this YouTube. We enjoyed this raining course in Okinawa.